Hello, everybody. This is Dalibor Strop from Prague, Czech Republic, and I will not do any long introduction. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Chief Fred Siaosi from Samoan Island, who will share with you his experience with this product and what this product does for our body. So thank you, Chief Fred. It was nice talking to you before we started the webinar, and I hand over to you.
Thank you, Dalibor. Thank you very much. Talofa, everyone. Talofa means good morning in Samoan. It's a pleasure to be here with everyone. I guess we have people from all over the world on this webinar, so I'm really excited to share my knowledge of Premium Noni and my experiences with Premium Noni and with NHT Global over the years. Recently, I was in China and Malaysia, so I wanted to cover that before I started with our presentation, and tell you how that trip went. We went to the Macau the Macau event in the beginning of March, and then from there I traveled throughout China into the mid-market, the smaller market cities, and did presentations there, and it was amazing. I was able to meet the people, the members. We did, I believe, close to 20 different, 20 or 20, in between 20, 25 presentations, road shows, all throughout China. And when I say all throughout, we were in the heat of the lower China all the way to the snow of the snow of northern China, and it was a great experience. The people there were amazing. All you members throughout the world are amazing. It's so much fun to meet you. One of the things that we were able to do was we were able to show and share Premium Noni. A lot of people, I'll kind of get into it in the presentation, but I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see and talk and learn about Samoa, learn about Premium Noni. One of the things for me is that I was able to meet a lot of members, so kind of help them when they go out and they go and present to other people, and they're talking about Noni, that you guys were able to say, hey, you know what? We talked to this guy. We talked to the Samoan chief that makes it. And more than that, it's kind of unique that you're able to have the guy that actually grows the fruit and then processes it into juice, and then puts it into a bottle, and then delivers it to you guys. So you guys as members are able to say that your juice comes from me, from my family. So there's really no middleman in between. You're getting the source of the product, and that was great to say that to the smaller markets in China and Malaysia, and that was one of the things that was really exciting for me. Another thing is Malaysia. We went to the pre-launch, the grand opening, or just the pre-launch with a lot of the leaders there, and there are some exciting things happening in southern China that it is going to explode. And kind of the same thing with, I'm looking forward to going into South America, going into Europe. I mean, there's a lot of really, really exciting things happening with NHT Global and with Noni. And from there, I'll go into my presentation, because it kind of leads right into the presentation of Premium Noni. Our partnership with NHT Global has grown over the past 16 years. I know a lot of you guys know Joe. Joe Garcia, he and I have been working together for 16, 17 years now, and providing Premium Noni, providing health and wellness to NHT Global. It's been an amazing ride. Millions of people throughout the world have enjoyed health benefits offered by Noni, and they share this great product with their family and friends because they believe in what it can do for you. They believe in the health benefits. I'm sure that most of you have tried it. If you have not, then please talk to the person that brought you to this webinar, or that is seeing this webinar now or in the future, and ask, okay, let me taste Noni, because sometimes there's a lot of Nonis that don't taste very good. And I believe that ours is the best tasting Noni juice on the market. The thing that I believe, because all of you have experienced this great product and had great benefits, that's kind of why you share it. And thank you again for your passion for the product. Today, I am not going to talk about the benefits of the function of Noni, because a lot of that information has already been shared and it's readily available. What I want to do is talk about our Noni story. And our story is an interesting one. It's based on friendship, and it's based on loyalty, commitment. It's based on passion to help others. We can go to the next slide, Dalbar. We were able to host our very first incentive trip last year, last summer. And the incentive trip was able to, we had our members come and experience firsthand the Noni culture. They were able to, if you go to the next slide, well, you look at the slide there, you can see that they were able to go to the farms, they were able to go to the fields. If you go to the next slide, they were able to, we hand collect the fruit, and so they were able to go out and see the trucks and see it. They were able to hand pick the fruit, and we showed them how to do it. We showed them there's a difference between, we do not pick the ripe, overripe fruit, the kind of spoiled fruit. We don't pick that, and that kind of adds to the flavor, that it's not so rancid. Everything is the freshest and the just about ripe. That yellow greenish color that you see in those fruit is perfect. They were able to see that. They were also able to hand wash and clean. And then one of the things that we do with the fruit is, some of the fruit, we take it and we hand slice it and we sun dry it. And reason we do that is because later we're going to turn that into a different product and add that into our juice. And I'll kind of get into that in a minute. The next thing about the process that the members were able to experience was that these big green tanks on that second thing, on the second part of that slide, is once we clean the fruit, these are fermentation tanks, and we sit in those tanks for 60 to 90 days. And these are just a few of the tanks. We have a lot of them. A lot of these tanks that are sitting there filled with juice, filled with fruit. And once it reaches its peak of bioavailability, its peak of nutritional value, we take that out and then we hand squeeze the fruit and make a pulp. Then we press the pulp into a juice and then strain it, and then we pasteurize it. And then we put it in these cardboard boxes, which are thick. It's 1,000-liter cardboard boxes. And we also take that whole fruit that was sliced and dried, and we put that into those white bags. And then we fill the containers and we send it to the US. And from there, it's bottled and sent out to you guys. If we go to the next slide. Over the years, there's a lot of questions out there about why, or I've heard a lot of it, why is NHT Global Premium Noni Juice unique? What makes it special? Well, the first thing that makes it special is where the fruit comes from. The fruit comes from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It comes from the heart of the Tahiti Ring, this small little island called Samoa. And in Samoa, there is zero pollution. Samoa doesn't have any big industry. There's not a lot of farming per se. So the soil that we use, it's a rich volcanic soil that hasn't been over processed, because the more you grow things over you know, a lot of people will have a certain farm and they switch it to another crop and another crop. All those years of growing things, your nutritional value gets pulled out of that soil. In Samoa, it's all raw, all wild land that we're using because there is no commercialized farming. So the fruit is just packed with nutrition, packed with the vitamins and nutrients, and that comes from that rich volcanic soil. And that's kind of what it makes it, the first thing that makes it unique. And where we come from, it's the Tahiti ring and Samoa. Go to the next slide, which is another question that we get is what makes, or why is it the best? So that's kind of the thing we get is compared to other people, why is Premium Noni the best? There's three things that we're going to talk about today. The first, I'm going to name them and then I'll go over them in detail. The first thing is chief to chief quality. The next thing is certified USDA organic. And the final thing is exclusive triple charge technology, which is unique exclusively to NHT Global. Now, if you go to the next slide, it is our chief to chief quality. And chief to chief quality means I'm a Samoan chief, and my dad was a Samoan chief, as well as his father. And the traditional way to make juice has been handed down. So even in today's modern society, we kind of wanted to take the best of both worlds. We wanted to take the best of modern science to create a juice that is stable and has those nutrients, but we also wanted to use traditional methods because that is what really kind of separates Premium Noni to anything else, is just the way that it is processed, where it comes from. Chief to chief quality means that we have we manage the process. So like when I was telling you guys earlier that you're talking to the guy that picks the fruit. I mean, I don't actually pick the fruit, but we have educated the people on how we want the fruit picked. And we go out to all the villages and gather the fruit from them. And it's my sister, or actually my brother-in-law, who does that, who goes out there, meets everybody on a daily to weekly basis, depending on where we're going in the islands, and gathers the fruit up. And we try to keep the most that we can to the traditional, pure, authentic way of making Noni juice. The next thing is our US certified organic. Our Noni juice has always been certified organic. It's been through another company. It is still certified organic through them. It's a company, iPhone certified. And that is, we are still that, but what we wanted to do was make all the ingredients, each key ingredient certified organic, and get the USDA organic certification, because as we grow, as we go into new countries, a lot of people that we wanted to get USDA certified organic seal on our juice, because that is the most recognized certifying or organic certifying agent in the world. So we wanted to have that little logo, that little button on there. But what that means is just that there's no chemicals, there's no pesticides, we don't use fertilizers in our growing of the fruit. You can be guaranteed that it is a good, clean, pure juice with nothing else in there. The next slide, which is to me, which is the key to why Premium Noni juice is better than everybody else, is the best, is we have taken pure, 100% pure hand squeezed juice, the traditional method, and we put that into the bottle. Then we have our whole fruit sun dried, that sliced chips. We brought that in, and then we sent that over to, we brought that to the United States, and then we send that to a laboratory, and they make a microfine powder from the whole fruit. So a lot of times when people will say, oh, well, you strained some of the, are you straining it? And we're like, yeah. And then they go, well, you're taking out a lot of the good fiber. But no, we put it right back in with our whole fruit powder. So if you guys ever notice, when you get noni, it's kind of gritty. There's that, you're looking in that the bottom of your glass, and you'll see like there's some grit in there. That is your whole fruit. That is the stems, the leaves, the skin of the noni, where a lot of the nutrition is. So you have whole fruit sun-dried powder, but then we also, the third thing that makes the exclusive triple charge technology for you guys is our concentrated noni extract. So we've taken, again, those whole fruit dried chips, and we send it to the lab in the United States, and they make a high potency concentrate that we added to the juice. So one of the things that we did, well, we have three things. We have the fresh squeezed juice, which you guys saw, which that's almost everybody's got that, but we've taken whole fruit powder and added that into it. So we've added more noni fruit into the bottle, and then we take a high potency noni extract and added that into a bottle. So you have more noni fruit than anybody else out on the market because of those three different ingredients, those three different types of noni. The concept of triple charge is unique to NHT Global. Most of the juices out there are like a watered down version, but we have three noni supplies, three different key supplies of noni. It's fresh, it gets into your system. The pure juice gets right into your system right away as soon as you drink it. The sun-dried powder is a delayed effect, so that goes into your lower intestine and is processed throughout the day. So that powder, you're getting the benefits of noni in a longer or throughout the day, not just when you drink the juice. So it's that those three ingredients, you know, is the key to why NHT Global Premium Noni Juice is the best on the market. And then you add the cheap, the quality, the way that it is processed and the way that it is, we bring everything to you from the farm, so that it's farm to table, the control of everything, so we know exactly what's in it. We don't lose control. And most companies out there, you ask the guy, hey, who sells you this stuff? Who's the guy? Where does your juice come from? Oh, it comes from this place or that place. You guys are going to say it comes from Chief Fred and his farm and his family. That personalization of where it comes from is another added benefit, because you're able to talk to the guy. You're able to, hey, I talked to this guy, I saw him, or I'm friends with the guy who knows him very well. Things of that nature that will help. Any little thing that can help you guys in reaching out to other people and kind of saying things and helping them understand why Premium Noni Juice is the best on the market. The next thing is we are, over the years, we've won many awards for quality, awards for our business practices, and awards for some different international awards. A lot of the awards that we have won, the most important ones, or the ones that I like the most, are the ones that come from the Samoan, the country of Samoa itself. I didn't include those in this slide. There's a lot of them over the years, and the award is for Exporter of the Year and Manufacturer of the Year for the country of Samoa. And they have given us this award because of the things, the help that we provide to the people of Samoa, and the help that you as NHT members provide for the people of Samoa. When we first started, we had our own farms, and we still have our own farms that we can process fruit today. But as you guys grew and are continuing to grow, we knew that our little farm, well, it's not little, but our farm could not support the growth. So instead of going out and getting more land and growing more fruit, we went out to the villages And we said, hey, you know what? Let's share with the people in Samoa. So we started going out to the other chiefs in Samoa. The culture is the chief of the village, or is the one that kind of everybody listens to in regards. He's like the mayor or the town leader. And so the chief, we went out to those chiefs and said, hey, we would like to help your village by way of buying noni fruit from you. And they're like, oh, we don't have that. So we told them how to grow it. We gave them little seedlings. We had a noni day in Samoa. We had brought all the chiefs in, brought all the people in. We educated everybody on how to grow fruit. And then we would go visit these villages on a daily basis. And we still do that today, where we're going to the village. And that's how we gather enough fruit for NHT Premium Noni, especially as we're growing now. We needed to do that. And I'm glad we did it years ago so that we are ready to go now and for the future. But because we helped the people of Samoa and not just ourselves, the country of Samoa said, hey, you know what? We're going to honor you with Manufacturer of the Year because of all the work that you do for the Samoan people. And that is a direct correlation to the work and the success that NHT Global has had. And for us, we can never say thank you enough, for me and for all the people of Samoa. And that is why those awards in Samoa mean a lot to me, because the people who've been affected positively, on my side, it's been great to see. But it's also been great to see the people who have been affected positively on your side, the NHT Global side, because of the health benefits that we have seen over the years are amazing. And it's great to share that. Our last slide is, over these years, we have been able to keep our product consistent. It's the same formula. It is the exact same taste. The health benefits are the same. The Premium Noni has stood the test of time. It has been there for 16, 17 years. We are proud to deliver more Noni than anybody else in our bottle, and because of that triple charge technology. There's some questions out there of what exactly does it do, and there's things out there that it's gonna help. Read the literature that is provided from NHT Global, and you can see a lot of the advantages, and talk to the people who have been drinking Premium Noni. And Premium Noni works great with with all the other products in the NHT Global product line. They have done a great job with adding new products that are only going to benefit the members. It's going to benefit everyone. And so the key to Premium Noni is to drink it on a daily basis and share it. For me, one of the things that I was able to do in my China trip is, I was nervous because my business partner, some of you may have met him, his name's Albert Bertha, and he was sick in Macau. And when we travel, we like to share a room. So he and I were together, and he's coughing and sick, and I'm like thinking to myself, man, I'm getting ready to go into China for a month, and I'm sitting here with this guy who's coughing and he's sick. And I'm like, man, didn't you drink your Noni? And he's like, oh, no. And I'm like, so I drank, it's 2 ounces a day recommended. I drank like 6, 7 ounces. I had a big glass every day to make sure that, one, I didn't get what he had, and two, I could stay healthy throughout my trip, the month of traveling. And for those that travel, there's so much germs in an airplane and train stations and buses. And I mean, literally it was trains and planes and automobiles. I was all over the place, and I was able to go all that month, all these different places, all these germs, and I was able to stay healthy. And I contribute that to this, and it's been an exciting run with NHT Global. And I've met some amazing people, and I've got great friends Some of them are on this call today. It's exciting, and I look forward to the future. If there's, Dalmar, do you got anything else for me?
Well, thank you very much, Fred. It was amazing. Even though Noni has been my favorite product for a number of years already, I still learned something new today. So thank you for that. It was great. So thank you very much, guys. If you have never tried the Noni juice, I think that you should go back to your back office and order some, at least one bottle for each of your family members, because I'm using this product for a number of years, and I still feel the results. Every time I take the Noni juice, it's keep you alert and a lot of energy. You can sleep better, so it's amazing product. So
hey, Dalmar.
Yep.
One of the things too I wanted to go over real fast, I forgot to mention, is in my experience over the last month with the road shows, the growth that we are going to see with NHT Global is going to be amazing. Because we do, our company is with our Noni, we have seen a lot of things come and go, and a lot of other products come and go. And we have been there from the beginning and stood that test of time. So we have seen a lot of these other products, not Noni products, just other products, come and grow fast. And really, because of the way Premium NHT Global manages the growth and manages everything, we believe that there's going to be just explosive growth going on right now with the company. Malaysia is going to be huge. South America is going to be huge. All these other there's a lot of different opportunities that are going to come and start moving towards as we go into the future. So we are really excited. There's a Malaysian their grand opening, which I believe is in August, that I'll be going to, and we're going to have a kind of a unique show there. We've got some people coming from Europe next week that we're meeting with. So we've got some great things happening, and it's been going and traveling and seeing kind of the backside, or seeing what's happening in the background of NHT Global and the growth and the preparation that is going through, or everybody's doing right now for that growth. It's pretty amazing. It's for us, for me as the Noni supplier, I'm really excited about what is happening and what's going to happen in the near future.
Great. Well, Fred, there is one question. I know we already discussed this before the webinar started. Actually, is it possible to use the Noni fruit on topically on the skin, wounds and stuff like that?
Yeah, if you were to ever traditionally, I'll go that. Traditionally, Noni was used, one, as a juice, and the second thing was as a topical healer. So what they would do is if you would have a sore of some sort, whether it be a rash or a burn, I've experienced it with burns. If you have something that's like on your skin, one, you take Noni, well, in the islands, we take Noni fruit and we put it on the skin, and then we wrap Noni leaves around it. But because you're not able to do that, you take the juice, which has all those properties in it, and you put it on you pour it on your skin, or you put it into like a paper towel or a napkin or something, and you dab it on there, but leave it on there for a little while and see the results. I've seen it where it helps people. Traditionally, that's the way it works. And traditionally, I know that it works for a fact. So in today's experience, that's something that you need to try. Everybody's body is different. So try it for yourself, see what happens, and let us know your experiences. For me, I've seen the positive effects, but like I said, everyone do it yourself and compare and see how it happens, see how it works.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Fred, again. Thank you guys for coming for this to this webinar. It has been recorded, so if you want to share it with your prospects, with your team, just go ahead and share it. It will be on Steam Team probably in a couple of hours or in a few days. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Fred, and have a great evening.
Papatai.